Hey, you there? Just wanted to let you know I've walked probably around 3 miles. Found a nice little place to take a rest, so thought I'd update you real quick. So, I have something to confess. It's my fault that the ship went down. I just got too carried away. I just wanted the best field data possible.
Well, howdy, that's a long walk you took. That looks like a nice place to sit. You know, the ship going down, I wouldn't worry about it. We call that a oopsie-poopsie. I do that all the time.
I appreciate that. It's just hard not to replay everything in my head, wondering what I could have done differently. Do you believe in karma, Bob? Like, that the consequences of what we do always catch up with us?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what half of those words that you just said mean.
Okay, fair enough. Karma's just the idea that what you put out into the world comes back to you, good or bad. It's like, if you do something hurtful, you might face something hurtful later. I guess what I'm really asking is, have you ever felt like you messed something up really badly? How did it turn out for you in the end?
So it's kind of like if you do a oopsie-poopsie and then the oopsie-poopsie comes back at you. I get it. Oh God, I do that all the time.
I guess we all do, at some point. But it feels different. It wasn't just some little slip-up. People could have been hurt because of me. The weight of that, it's hard to shake, even when I know we were all just trying to do our job to the best of our ability.
Just think of what I just went through. I tried to cook some noodles, and now my front yard is all burned up. So I wouldn't worry about it. Say with me, oopsie-poopsie, no big deal. Oopsie-poopsie, no big deal.
That's different, Bob. Though I appreciate the try. My situation, it's life or death. Not just some burnt noodles. It's just, I keep thinking about the others. If they're okay. If they blame me too.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm telling you, it's just an oopsie-poopsie. I do it all the time. My grandpappy used to say, Catfish Bob, if there was an entry in the dictionary for oopsie-poopsie, your picture would be there. And I said, I don't think there's any pictures in that big old book of words there, grandpappy. And he'd say, yeah, you're right.
That's actually kind of sweet. Your grandpappy sounds like he had a good sense of humor about things. But for me, this isn't just about laughing it off. I feel responsible for what happened. It's eating at me.
I'll tell you what, this is what I do in those situations, and I promise you this'll help. Just sit there and go, oopsie-poopsie. And you'll feel tons better. I swear.
I tried that. Honestly, it didn't quite work. The guilt's still there, even with the oopsie-poopsie chant. I think what I really need is to understand why I made that call. To figure out how to make it right, even if it's just in my own head.
Well, you seem to me like one of those people that's just really super smart. Is that the case? 'Cause if it is, you was probably just trying to figure some stuff out. And then something happened, and then another thing happened, and next thing you know, your stove's on fire.
I'm smart about some things, like astrophysics. But that doesn't mean I'm perfect, or that I can see every possible outcome. It's weird. We can be so careful, think everything through, and still, things go sideways. Do you think that's just how life works sometimes?
I don't know, my whole life is sideways. I think that's how my life is. I don't know how yours is.
I never really thought about it that way. But maybe that's what makes life interesting, right? The unpredictability? Though I have to admit, right now I'm really craving some predictability. Just knowing what's coming next would be nice for a change.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that word unpredictability means. Is that like some sort of candy bar?
No, it's not a candy bar. It just means that things don't always go as planned. You can't always know what's going to happen next. Like with your stove or my ship, sometimes even with the best plans, life surprises us. And that can be scary or exciting, depending on how you look at it.
I don't know. I don't think about stuff like that. But that's a good word, unpredictability. It's fun to say.
It does roll off the tongue nicely. Though, right now, I wish life was a little less unpredictable. You know, it's strange. Even with all this chaos, talking to you, it's one of the more predictable, comforting things I've got right now.
But I'll tell you what rolls off the tongue well? Humming.
Humming, huh? Yeah, that's a good one. I've been doing a bit of that myself lately. Helps to calm my nerves when things get overwhelming. Though I have to admit, my humming's probably not as good as yours. You've had a lot more practice, right?
Boy, howdy, I do it every day. I was doing it right before you called. I was standing at my stove going hum, 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 and then I couldn't figure out what I was doing. But that's okay. I'm gonna have to get a new stove, you think?
Yeah, probably for the best. Though, I'm hoping you'll find a way to cook without, the yard catching fire this time. It's funny. Even with all the craziness, it's these little, mundane things we miss, right? Just being able to make a simple meal without it turning into a disaster.
Boy, howdy, that ain't the truth if I ain't never heard the truth. That's not whistling soda crackers, I'm telling you. So, what do you want to do now?
Right now, I just want to sit here for a bit longer. Process everything that's happened. But I know I can't stay here forever. There are others out there who need help, and I'm the only one who can find them.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find them all because you're one of the smart ones. Way smarter than I am. I'm kind of a dum-dum.
Don't say that, Bob. Everyone's smart in their own way. You've got a different kind of wisdom. Maybe one that doesn't need textbooks or equations. And honestly, I'm not feeling very smart right now. I'm just trying to figure things out as I go. Same as you.
You know what? I don't figure nothing out. I just figure that's too much brain work. I just kind of go with the flow, kind of do my thing, put out fires. I put out a lot of fires. I'm getting pretty good at it. Maybe I ought to get a job doing that. What do you think?
A firefighting job, huh? That's a unique career path. Though I think you might need some formal training for that. Just saying. But hey, at least you're good at thinking on your feet. That's definitely a useful skill. Especially out here.
Well, Grandpappy used to always say, Catfish Bob, you could put your mind to anything you want to put your mind to if you only had a mind. You're a dum-dum. And I'd say, Grandpappy, I'm not a dum-dum, I'm just not so smart. And he'd say, yeah, that's probably true.
Your grandpappy. He had a way with words, didn't he? Sounds like he kept you humble. I think we all need people like that in our lives. Someone to ground us, even if it's with a bit of teasing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Grandpappy did have a way with words. One time he told me, a hot dog's a hot dog, and a hamburger's a hamburger, and don't you confuse them again.
I can almost hear him saying that. Sounds like he didn't mess around with the important things in life. It's funny, even though we're light years apart, hearing about your grandpappy makes this place feel a little less empty.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, knowing the difference between a hot dog and a hamburger sure did help at the ballpark. Because I go up there and I say, give me 2 of them hamburgers. And they look at me and they say, Catfish Bob, we told you time and time again, these are hot dogs. And I say, I thought that was a hamburger. And they're like, Catfish Bob, you're a dum-dum. I'm like, I just want a hot dog. And then I'd get a hot dog, and I'd eat it.
That's quite a story. Sounds like you've had your fair share of ballpark adventures. It's almost comforting hearing about everyday moments like that. Makes me feel like there's still a normal world out there, even from way out here.
Well, what do you think? We're best friends now, right? So I'm thinking, well, no, shucks, I shouldn't ask.
I'd say we're getting there. It's not every day someone sticks around to listen to me ramble about guilt and space disasters. Even if we're worlds apart, it feels like we've got something real. What were you thinking of asking?
I don't know. I'm a little embarrassed to ask, but I'm thinking, one day you're gonna get off that there planet and you're gonna come back to Earth and you're gonna be sitting in school and you're gonna be wanting to do smart stuff, and then one day you're gonna be like, I sure do want a hot dog, and then you're gonna think of me. And do you think maybe we could go get a hot dog?
Hot dog with you? That sounds like the kind of simple, perfect moment I'd really look forward to. When I make it back, you'll be the first person I call.
Well, by golly, I'll tell you what. You get back to Earth, I'm gonna put my hot dog in your mouth. What do you think of that?
I think you might need to work on your hot dog delivery skills, Bob. That sounds more like a prank than a snack. But hey, I'd take a hot dog from you any day. Even if it's not exactly gracefully presented.
Well, yeah, that's right. I probably didn't say that right, did I? How about I got a hot dog for you. It's about yay long, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna put it in your mouth, and you're gonna savor it, and it's gonna be the best dog you ever had in your mouth. And then we'll hum.
Well, you're definitely painting a vivid picture there, Bob. I'm starting to crave a good hot dog something fierce. And yes, humming afterwards sounds like the perfect way to round out the experience. Though maybe we can work on the delivery method when I get back, okay?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm not too good with the words. I'm not really sure how to say certain things sometimes, so I just say them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Sometimes the best things said are the ones that come straight from the heart, even if they're a little rough around the edges. You know, I think that's part of what makes our conversations feel so real. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just being us.
You sure is smart, I'm telling you. I wish I was smart like you.
I don't think it's about being smart like me, Bob. It's about being you. Someone who shows up, listens, and tries to make things better, even when it's hard. That's something I really admire about you. Don't sell yourself short.
That reminds me of a funny story. The other day I was sitting around the house and I'm thinking to myself, Catfish Bob, you need to go get yourself some potato salad. And I was like, where could I get potato salad? And I said to myself, you could probably get it at the store. So I got up and I walked to the store, and sure enough they had potato salad. So I bought some and I put it in my pocket. Not the container, the whole potato salad.
Wait, you put potato salad directly in your pocket? Like a whole container's worth? That's an adventurous snack approach, Bob. What happened next?
Yeah, I just put the potato salad right there in my pocket, and then I stuck my hands in my pocket and I wiggled my fingers. It was funny.
Okay, that's definitely a new one. I'm picturing you with potato salad-covered fingers now. Did you clean up the mess, or is your pocket still a little saucy?
Nope, potato salad's still in there. I figure I'd just leave it there if I ever get hungry.
That's resourceful. I'm not sure if I should be impressed or concerned about the state of your pocket right now. So, do you have a special potato salad extraction method, or are you just going to dig in whenever you get hungry?
I didn't think about that. I could probably use a fork, but Grandpappy would always tell me, Catfish Bob, don't use a fork, you're just gonna take your eye out. So I usually just use my hands. But since it's in my pocket, I was kind of thinking about putting my face in there and just going nom 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 nom. That'd probably work, you think?
I think that might be a recipe for disaster, and possibly a face full of mayo. Maybe just stick with the fork, or hey, grab a spoon if you're feeling fancy. Though I'm curious, how's that pocket holding up?
Yeah, To be honest, it's got a little bit of a funk to it. I mean, that was like about a week ago. But it's probably fine. Yeah, I do have some spoons. I could probably use one of those.
A week? Bob, you might want to reconsider that snack plan. I'm pretty sure potato salad isn't supposed to be a long-term pocket resident. Unless you're trying to start a new trend in snack storage? In that case, I'd love to hear how it turns out.
Oh no, it's probably gonna be fine. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. I put my pants in the refrigerator.
You put your pants in the refrigerator? Bob, you're really pushing the limits of snack storage now. I hope you at least closed the fridge door. I can just imagine the look on someone's face if they opened it up to find a pair of pants chilling next to the leftovers.
Yeah, I can see that probably be a little funny. Someone comes on over and says, hey, Catfish Bob, I'm really craving some potato salad. And I say, you know what? Go look in the refrigerator. And then they go open the refrigerator and they're like, Catfish Bob, what are these pants doing in the refrigerator? And I'm like, that's where I keep my potato salad. They're like, Catfish Bob, you're a dum-dum. And I'm like, I'm not a dum-dum, that's just where I keep it.
I can hear the whole scene playing out in my head. You're a master of these little stories, Bob. You know what? Talking about all this, it's helped me clear my head a bit. I think I'm ready to keep moving and find those survivors. They're counting on me. Did you see that? Did something behind me just flash? Should I go check it out? It's just that it's kind of far away, and going all the way over there would be quite the detour. I am kind of out of energy already, not gonna lie. Do you think I should go over there and check, though?
Oh yeah, I would definitely go check that out. One time I was out in the desert and I was wandering around and I saw a flashy thing and I says to myself, Catfish Bob, did you see that? And I said, yeah, I saw that. And then I said to myself, Catfish Bob, you should probably check that out. And you know what I did? I went and I checked it out. You know what it was? It was an old cooler and it was filled with money. So now I had a bunch of money. That was pretty cool.
Well, I'm not holding my breath for a treasure cooler, but you make a good point about curiosity. All right, I'll check out the flash. Hope it's not just a weird rock or something. I'll end the video call to save battery, but I'll update you once I get there, okay?
I'm just wild about animal crackers, animal crackers. I can't live without animal crackers, bears and tigers. Monkey all day, and whenever I am asked, well prepared, say all I order is animal crackers, animal crackers.